Hey you guys, how you been doing? This is your girl Jolie Couture, and today I am gonna show you how to bleach the knots on your closure, and you could use the same step for your frontal as well. And the items you're gonna need today, you're gonna need a dyeing bowl, you're gonna need your powder, as well as your liquid developer. I usually use a cream developer because it gives me like a nice thick consistency. What? Alright. So I went ahead and I mixed my powder with my developer. You don't really need a lot, but you do need to make your powder or your mixture not too thick, but at the same time not too liquidy. So it has to be able where you can pick it up and have it slowly, fall off the thing. If it's really runny, I would add a little bit more powder, and if it's too thick to where it just stick to the dyeing brush, I would add a little bit more liquid, just a little bit. So this is how it looks like, not too thick, not too runny. A nice mixture. And a little bit, like just a little bit is all you need. Because today we're doing a closure and not a frontal. Even if you was doing a frontal, this amount will also be enough. So we're gonna go ahead and slowly. Oh, another item you're gonna need is your got-to-be spray. So let me go ahead and grab that and show you how to use the got-to-be spray to where all your baby hair don't get bleached while you're trying to bleach the knots. Okay. You could use the got-to-be gel spray, you could use spritz, you could use mousse, anything that's just gonna hold, that has some type of a hold to it to push your baby hair all the way back. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and spray the front, lightly spray it, and then you could use your hands. I like to work with my hands, as you guys could see. But you could also use a comb and just glide everything back. Once you do it, just let it air dry. Just let it dry. Let me cut these tabs off. And this is a kinky straight closure that I got from Number One Beauty, the local hair store. And let's get started. All right. So this closure is not as smooth as most closures. You see the little wrinkles, the little wrinkles in there. So you're gonna try to dab. You're gonna slowly dab it so you could fit, through the gap. Because if you just lay it across like this, you're gonna have gaps all in between. So you wanna be able to take it and just dab the gaps. So I go in between and just brush it lightly brush it. As you can see, I do the middle first before I do the front, because the front is the part that takes the fastest. It has less hair and is not as thick, and you don't want your baby hair to be lighter than the rest of your scalp. We're trying to get an even layout. So we're gonna use the tip of the brush and dab it in the mixture, and then you're gonna put it right between the gaps. So just the tip of the brush, you could pick it up or you could just dab it. If you want some more, and just lightly lay it right across, just using the tip of the brush. Because all closures, all frontals, all wigs are not made the same. So this is how it looks like once you're done. If you want to flip it over and make sure that everything is taken and that all the knots have some type of bleach on it, you could use a napkin. Well, actually, I prefer plastic. So we're not using napkin, we're gonna use plastic because we don't want the napkin to soak up the bleach that we just put on there. So we're gonna grab a plastic, you're gonna hold it by the hair, and you're gonna flip it over like this. So once you flip it over, you're gonna slowly just part the hair to see if you got the bleach all in the cracks without actually soaking right through. If you guys could see it, but all the bleach is basically right there. And then if you look at the edges are all taken. No baby hair is, you know, have bleach all over it. Everything is pushed back. And now we're just gonna let it sit. I would say about 10-15 minutes. I will definitely check it after 10 minutes, and then if it's not light enough, I'm gonna let it sit a little bit longer, maybe 5 more minutes, and then check it again if you need it to. But I don't advise you guys leaving it for like 30-45 minutes. That's too long, because at the end of the day, you're still gonna add makeup to your closure, your frontal, or your wig. So you don't want to over bleach it or over process it to where it's gonna start shedding, and then you're not gonna get, you know, as many use out of it that you really, you know, paid for. So with a good closure, I would let it sit about 15-20 minutes at the most, and then rinse it out. So let it sit, let it rest, and then I will see you guys in a few. Alrighty, so we are back. It's been about, I want to say a little over 15 minutes. I would say about 17 minutes. And the way to check to see if the knots has been bleached, if you look real close, you're gonna see that some of the knots are like orange. If you can't see it from the hairline, we're gonna open it up, and if you take a close look, you see some of the knots are orange. So we're gonna go ahead, flip it over, and all the knots underneath is like a nice bleach, like honey blonde color if you look at it closely. So we're gonna go ahead and wash this out. Okay, so we are back. This is how the inside looks, and if you were to part it, this is how the front look. Then if you were to part it, oh geez, okay, let's do it this way. If you were to part it, this is how your closure will look, something like this. So it gives you a natural looking scalp. It's not too dark or too light, so you could do a side part. It's bleach all the way through. So let me go ahead and try to so this is a part. This is another part. You're gonna cut it right across, do a bang. This is another part. So with it bleached out like this, it's not over bleach, it's not, you know, over processed, so you're still able to pluck a little bit. So in this one, I would definitely pluck the hairline, just the hairline, because I don't want this straight line going across. So I would definitely just pluck the hairline a little bit before I install it. And that would just be, that's it. So this is how you bleach your knots without damaging the wig. And I left it on there for no more than 20 minutes. I mean, it was literally 16 and a half going on to 17 minutes. And I rinse it off. Like I said before, I'm gonna leave the steps at the end of this video so you could pause, write them down, look them over, and try it out for yourself. If you start off and the mixture is too runny, I would say always go thicker instead of runnier, because when it's thicker, you could always like press it in just a little bit to get it to touch the knots without having it, you know, run all in the hair. This was a Kinky straight 10-inch closure. And this is how you bleach your knots. So let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments below. I'm gonna put the products that I use in the comment section. If you guys want to see anything else, try anything new, just let me know. This is your girl Jolie Couture. I would have a picture for you guys once it dries and show you how the finished product look like. See you guys soon. Bye.